大家好，这里是在喝的，我是小棒，欢迎收看本期的相出志。我们很久没有更新了，虽然说大家都觉得平常里面看两位大神都是图一乐，但今天我们还是少不了这份乐趣的回归。那今天我也是隔离结束，正式回到工作室，给大家一起来录制这一期视频。好，那伴随着两位大神的视频之前呢，伴随着我们看今天的图表之前，如果大家喜欢我们视频，希望大家点赞关注，最好能够一键3连，转发、点赞、关注是对我们最大的支持。可能由于某些原因，我们的公寓的流量不是特别的宽泛，所以希望大家一起努力，我们一起把这个社区做得更好，把平台做得更好，让大家了解更多新的东西。好，那我们直接开始看图表。从大饼的小时线内呢，我们可以看出持续的还是在进行的一波震荡。目前来讲，也是不断的上到布林带中轨，然后下探，然后再穿破布林带中轨，上探布林带上轨，不断的进行一个持续的区间震荡，也是在寻找方向。差不多在24号的时候是向下突破，然后但是没有发生一个突破成功的这么一个现象，然后是成功回到了布林带中轨，持续的向上突破。目前来讲呢，也是在向上突破到布林带上轨上方受到压力位，然后开始下降，持续在中轨进行一个震荡。那目前来讲呢，在震荡的下一个方向，个人觉得还是向上突破的概率会相对来说比较大一点，但这种种只是小时线内的短线行为，因为有些人提到了，是给大家分享一下个人的观点。好，再看一下日线吧。日线上呢，也是在持续的震荡，也是在找方向，要么向下跌破的这个支撑位置，要么开始去上方寻找压力位置，大概就是在一个2万，目前来讲22000也是一个关键的压力位，所以上方的压力位其实蛮多的，大家要持续的关注这些。好，我们来看今天大神们的一些个人观点。
Okay, so we're going to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe other cool stuff. But I think we want to talk about Bitcoin first of all, right? We're going to go into the chart, and I want to talk about your trading, my trading, what's going to happen.
好久没见他们，感觉跟他们还挺亲切的，说实话。
But first, how are you doing?
I'm in the pipe, 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai, man. How you doing?
Very, very well, very well. Actually, 1 or 2 weeks ago when we uploaded the video, you were in hospital.
Yes.
But you're not anymore.
Not anymore because I had a small operation, quadruple bypass. No, just kidding. It was actually umbilical hernia. They had to put screws and a mesh, almost like a net, in my stomach.
Yeah. That's crazy. Okay, but now you feel good.
I'm not 100%, I'm like 85%, so I'm getting better every day.
Amazing, bro. Amazing. Okay, so that said, how about we go to the chart like this?
Yes.
And so what I'm seeing here is a rising wedge. I would love to hear your thoughts. What are you seeing here?
在这里，达芬奇也是在之前说他进了医院，然后做了一个不伤身体、没有什么大碍的一个摘除的一个手术吧，大概是做了一段时间，慢慢的他身体就会越来越好。所以之前达芬奇一直没更新是由于这个原因。那他今天也成功出现在了卡尔的视频里，还蛮亲切的。
What's your trading strategy now?
Well, with this rising wedge, once we broke down from it, you can see that we're going to be head down to the bottom of the wedge right there. That's where the target is for this particular movement.
Like 19K approximately?
Yeah, exactly. So you can see that that's exactly where you've got the numbers there. Where we're probably going to head.
OK， 那他们达芬奇也是出病院以后给到了大家一个关键的一个它的底部位置，就是在19000美金的一个底部的支撑位。
In order to retest the bottom. Now, Bitcoin does not like V bottoms, so we tend to like retest bottoms. We don't, and then see if we can bounce from there. If we do not bounce from there, you know, the lows of 12K could be a possibility. Failing to bounce from the 19K.
Yeah.
Yeek.
Okay, so right now.
并且还表达说，那把19000作为一个最关键的位置，如果说有可能现在目前的行情下一步会继续试探到19000，如果到19000没有站稳，没有作为一个很强的一个支撑位置，并且跌破了，可能12000可能就会看到。所以目前来讲，现在大概率他认为可能是先到19000，然后持续的在19000去震荡，然后找一个方向。
Now you are bullish or bearish?
I am bearish in the short and midterm, and if we have, and this is going into September, where there is clearly a big recession that's coming. You know that the Federal Reserve came out and said, "Oh yeah, we're going to have a mild recession." So since you know the Federal Reserve has never called a recession ever in the history of the existence of the Federal Reserve, and they're calling for a mild one, this is going to be very bad.
Yeah, if they call for a mild recession, it means either we're not going to see a recession at all, or it's going to be very, very, very bad.
That's true. Yes, that could be a possibility of no recession.
Yeah. Maybe they just print, no recession, and then we get a huge backlash a few years from now.
Exactly. That is also a possibility.
OK， 那达芬奇也是给到大家一个信号，说他认为现在是熊市的一个中期，不是前期，也不是后期，是一个中期，所以还有一段时间。那好，我们简单的了解一下他们给到的信息，再来看一下克里斯的。
Looking at this title and saying, Chris, you are crazy. Probably you are even considering to unsubscribe. Well, hear me out, guys, because I want to show you something in the charts. Something I am looking at for many, many years right now, which is actually telling us exactly what we can probably here expect for Bitcoin in the immediate short term.
他在这里说想要给大家分享一个图表，他关注了一个指标很久很久，他已经关注很多年了，想要分享给大家。我们一起来看一下。
It will also shed light on why I'm still in my multi-million US dollar trades on Bitcoin and on Ethereum. Trades where people were laughing at me for keeping it open, where people are still making jokes for me even thinking about scaling these ones up. The Bitcoin trade at $220,000 in a profit, Ethereum at $52,000 in a profit. Well, the video I made like 2 days ago was the most watched Bitcoin video, Bitcoin trading video on the whole internet. Thank you very much for that. This is because of your engagement, because of your likes, your shares, your comments, for every single support of yours. I'm truly grateful. And now let's go straight to the content. Let's go into the charts and let's talk about what I'm seeing here right now in the market. And actually, you can see here, I am having these trades open, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I know that most of you guys are trading Bitcoin. If you ever consider trading Ethereum, be an experienced trader, but there is actually free stuff is nice, but you want to be experienced if you are starting to trade here, of course, or if you're continuing to trade. So now let's talk about Bitcoin. Well, let me start with the good news because I want you to start your.
他在这里还是提到了说，希望大家做合约一定是要有一个非常丰厚的经验来支撑你去做这些事情。但是我个人还是在这里建议大家不要去做合约，除非你是非常拥有深厚的经验的交易员，否则千万不要去碰合约，好吗？
Okay, right. And the good news is, let me actually show you, there are a few things coming together which are pointing towards that we might have potentially already hit the bottom. And I'm not talking about the EMA ribbon. The EMA ribbon, yes, it flipped, but honestly, Bitcoin usually finds its bottom between 9 to 12 weeks after the EMA ribbon flip. So this is already the case right now, right? But that is not even the deal. What I want to talk about is the Fib retracement on number 1. You know that especially on the macro, this is a very nice indication whether the bottom was hit or not. Let me actually pull it out here. And what you can see here is that Bitcoin perfectly hit, let me go all the way to the right, perfectly hit the 78.6. The 78.6 at 17,300 US dollars. And yes, of course, I myself expected Bitcoin to like find the macro bottom somewhere around 28. Now that we broke it, of course, this is the next line in the sand, 17,300 US dollars for Bitcoin. There's another indication pointing at least towards this direction. And if I am going to the previous high,
克里斯也是表达了近期短期内的一个底部位置，也是在一个17000左右，其实也就是前低吧，差不多前低的一个位置。这个前低现在是目前来讲对我们非常关键的一个支撑位，大家在关注这个位置。
And I am actually, and this is the most important, pulling a horizontal line all the way here to the weekly close. Then you can see that Bitcoin is still perfectly supported there. Just as we found some resistance in the run up here throughout 3 weeks, this is the weekly candles. Now we are finding very strong support at the previous all-time high, right there, just a few weeks ago when we hit 17,300 US dollars. So this is of course a few good arguments for Bitcoin already having found the bottom. Now guys, one thing.
好了，他找到第二个短期内的底部，也就是非常强的一个历史的支撑位置，也就是在2万美金左右吧，这个位置。从大概21年、20年之前，也就是在这个位置前顶吧，应该算是。
Where I want to tell you, you have to be very cautious because this, dear ladies and gentlemen, is a dangerous setup. It is a setup, and let me actually go to the face mode so you really understand what I'm talking about here. This is a setup which we have never seen before for Bitcoin. This one line where Bitcoin just broke below a few weeks below. This is an 11 or actually by now a 12-year support which was broken for the very.
好了，其实我大概总结一下他的意思，就是想说，目前比特币这个价格位置，很多历史的图表都给到大家是一个买入或者说是一个非常适合定投和建仓的一个价格位置了。不管它会不会再出现新低还是干嘛的，所有的历史指标给到的一个数据精准度来讲的话，从技术面来看，现在这个价格结合之前前顶的这么一个支撑线，整个这条线贯穿了中间这个位置2万美金左右，它其实是一个非常比较综合、全面且关键的一个位置。所以其实有可能它是会有一个短期内的一个支撑，转为一个中期的支撑，又转为一个长期的支撑，然后有可能会作为火箭的发射跳台，但是破它的概率还是非常大的。只是说克里斯，因为克里斯每次都是这样子，他是一个多军嘛，大家都知道，他每次都是觉得说2万美金在目前为止，他这一次的下跌插针在2万也是止住，然后开始反弹上涨回调，那他就觉得2万可能结合历史的一个指数来看，它是非常关键，也是很稳的。那我觉得大家都是谨慎的作为参考就行了。我们毕竟看克里斯，看这些海外大神们有2个方面，一个是把他们的有一些思想拿过来做参考，大部分还是大家就看一个乐子，作为一个就是笑一笑就 OK 了，然后把他们的某一些观点去拿来去分享，看看他们的生活，我觉得这些就保持一个平常心就行了，好吧？好，今天的视频就到这儿，本视频不构成任何投资建议，只是希望大家建议逻辑合理投资，祝大家本周交易愉快，我们下期见，拜拜。